It was a Saturday evening like any other in New York City. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the iconic skyline. Tourists and locals alike strolled along the waterfront, enjoying the mild spring weather. But at 8:20 p.m., this peaceful scene was shattered. The unthinkable happened. The Mexican Navy training ship, the Cuauhtémoc, collided with the Brooklyn Bridge. The Cuauhtémoc, a majestic three-masted ship, was no stranger to the high seas. It served as a training vessel for the heroic Naval Military School. Just a few days earlier, it had been docked at Pier 17, a symbol of international friendship and goodwill. Now it was a scene of chaos and despair. Eyewitnesses watched in horror as the proud ship, seemingly adrift, drifted towards the bridge. The sound of the impact echoed across the water, a sickening crunch of metal against stone. The Cuauhtémoc, its masts crippled, came to rest against the bridge's underbelly, a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the sea, even in the heart of a bustling metropolis. The tranquil waters of the East River were quickly swarming with emergency responders. Sirens wailed as fire boats, police boats, and Coast Guard vessels converged on the scene, their mission to rescue the crew and assess the damage. This was an all-hands-on-deck situation, a race against time to prevent further tragedy. As the dust settled and the initial shock wore off, one question loomed large: how could this happen? How could a modern naval vessel, crewed by experienced sailors, collide with one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world? The answer, it seemed, lay in a perfect storm of mechanical failure and human error. Reports emerged that the Cuauhtémoc had experienced a catastrophic loss of power shortly before the collision. The ship, already battling against the strong currents of the East River, was rendered helpless, a sitting duck in one of the busiest waterways in the world. The exact cause of the power outage remained shrouded in mystery. Some whispers pointed to a malfunctioning rudder, transforming the ship from a symbol of maritime prowess into a 2,000-ton steel driftwood. Others suggested that the tugboat accompanying the Cuauhtémoc might have played a role in the mishap, its efforts to guide the powerless vessel proving futile against the relentless current. Adding to the confusion, reports surfaced that the Cuauhtémoc was moving against the current and in the wrong direction. This suggested a possible navigational error, a miscalculation that had put the ship on a collision course with disaster. Was it a failure to communicate? A lapse in judgment? These were questions that investigators would need to answer. The incident served as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between man and machine. Even the most sophisticated vessels, manned by the most seasoned crews, are vulnerable to the whims of fate and the unforgiving laws of physics. The immediate aftermath of the collision was a scene of controlled chaos. Emergency responders, working with grim determination, began the arduous task of evacuating the injured crew members. 2 sailors, tragically, lost their lives after falling from the ship's rigging during the chaotic moments of impact. 19 others were injured, some critically, and rushed to nearby hospitals for treatment. Amidst the tragedy, there was a glimmer of hope. All passengers and crew were accounted for, a testament to the swift response of the emergency services and the ship's own safety protocols. The Brooklyn Bridge, after a thorough inspection, was deemed structurally sound. While the bridge escaped catastrophic damage, the same could not be said for the Cuauhtémoc. The once proud ship, now bearing the scars of its encounter with the bridge, was towed to Pier 36. Its 3 masts, once symbols of maritime grace, were broken and twisted, stark reminders of the collision's force. The ship's hull, too, bore the brunt of the impact, with visible damage above the waterline. The investigation into the incident was swift and comprehensive. The National Transportation Safety Board, the agency responsible for investigating major transportation accidents, dispatched a team of experts to New York City. Their mission was clear: determine the cause of the collision, identify any contributing factors, and recommend measures to prevent similar accidents in the future. The collision of the Cuauhtémoc with the Brooklyn Bridge sent shockwaves far beyond the immediate scene of the accident. It sparked a flurry of political finger-pointing, reignited old debates about maritime safety, and served as a stark reminder of the historical significance of both the ship and the bridge. Senator Chuck Schumer, never one to miss an opportunity to grandstand, wasted no time in calling for a full-blown investigation into whether budget cuts and program cancellations by the Trump administration had contributed to the incident. He argued that underfunding of the Coast Guard and lax safety regulations had created an environment where such accidents were not just possible, but inevitable. The incident also ignited a debate about the safety of large vessels navigating busy waterways. The East River, despite its name, is a notoriously treacherous stretch of water, known for its strong currents and heavy maritime traffic. The Quatamoc's collision with the Brooklyn Bridge, while shocking, was not entirely unprecedented. In 1921, a freighter rammed into the bridge, causing significant damage. In 1935, a tanker collided with one of the bridge's towers, narrowly avoiding a major disaster. And in 1986, a cargo ship struck the bridge, causing minor damage. These incidents, once relegated to the history books, took on a renewed sense of urgency. As for the crew of the Quatamoc, they were left to grapple with the physical and emotional scars of the incident. Most of the crew, their training voyage cut tragically short, were expected to return to Mexico. They would carry with them the memory of that fateful evening, a reminder that even in the most advanced of technological times, the sea can be a cruel and unforgiving mistress. The investigation into the collision is ongoing. The NTSB, working in close cooperation with Mexican authorities, is meticulously piecing together the events that led to the accident. Their findings will likely have far-reaching implications for maritime safety regulations, ship design standards, and the training of future generations of sailors.